Hello! Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Gallivant with Kris and Tony. Today, we're going to start a bourbon series. I'm going to start off by showing you my rendition of an old-fashioned, and then from that, we're going to do some bourbon candied pecans. And then from that, we're going to make some biscotti. And those will be 3 different videos. But I'm going to start by doing an old-fashioned. And let me remind you, please, give us the thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to continue to see more of these recipes. And watch Kris and I gallivant to different places, different cruise adventures and outings and recipes. But being that we've just come into November, I thought it'd be a good way to start off with a good cookie recipe. And then I thought, well, you know, I'm going to do a little candied pecan, which in itself is a nice gift, which I've done in the past. But let's all make it start with an old-fashioned. So stay tuned as I show you the ingredients for an old-fashioned and we get started. All right, these are the ingredients that I like to use. I like to muddle a sugar cube. I like to add a little water to that with 3 shakes of Angostura bitters. This Bluff Springs Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey I found at Total Wine. It's very good, and it's $19.99 a bottle, which is very affordable for having it be such a good bourbon, at least in my opinion. We're of course going to stir that up inside a shaker cup. I like to muddle a bourbon soaked cherry at the bottom, and of course rim the glass with a little orange twist and throw that peel in there as well. So let's get started. All right, so you got your empty mixing cup. You have to drop 1 sugar cube at the bottom. Now you could use just a regular filtered water. I like to put a splash of sparkling water because you know what? I like the effervescence, and there are some bourbon cocktails that call for having champagne added. I think that kills the taste of the bourbon. So we're just going to muddle this, and it's basically making a simple syrup. All right. Now to that, I like to do 3 shakes. 1, 2, 3 of Angostura bitters. And of course, you're not doing it right unless you make a mess. So let's clean as we go. Now to that, this is 1.5 ounces. I put 2 of those in. So you're basically doing 3 ounces of bourbon. 1, 2. Now we're going to get our chilled rocks glass. To that, I like to drop in a bourbon soaked cherry. And I like to also just give that a little muddle just to break it up. And then out of the freezer here, we have an ice ball, which I like to use. So just drop that in there. We've got our orange. Just want to take just a piece of the peel off here. So it doesn't have to be a big. I like to give it a little twist, get the oils out of the orange, rub that around the edge of the glass, throw that in there. Then we take everything that we poured into the cup here, give it a little stir with the spoon. And pour that on top of our ice. And give that a little stir. There you have it. an old fashioned. That is good. That's very good. Plus, this drink has a lot of history. This dates back to 1862, actually. It's when they did the first whiskey cocktail. And the word cocktail, as a matter of fact, dates back to 1806. That was when it was first used in any kind of publication. So this is a classic drink. It's traditionally made with Angostura bitters. I've seen it done with other different types of bitters. Instead of the orange peel, I've seen it done with lemon. In a whiskey cocktail, there's one that they use nutmeg in it. But it's a really good drink. It's a good drink anytime, you know, whether you're having a day where your wife has yelled at you, or you're coming home from a hard day at work from a job that drives you crazy, or you know what, you just want to take a break out of the day, sit back, enjoy a weekend day of doing nothing with a cocktail. It's a good drink for that. It's a sipping drink. Obviously, you don't chug this, you don't down it. I mean, I'm sure there are some who may, and yeah, whatever turns you on, do it. All right, so this is where I like to enjoy an old fashioned. It's a nice weekend day. You know, it's a little overcast, but it is unseasonably warm for the third day of November. Please, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Chris and I, you know, really hope to grow this channel, and we can't do that without your help. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you have a great day, and don't forget to tune into the next video where we make those bourbon candied pecans. All right, thanks again. Have a great day. Bye.